They eat horse in many countries.
What?
They do. The French love horses. To eat them, I mean. I would eat horse. I bet it's great for you.
You've had horse. It's in a lot of sausages.
Oh.
I've never had a horse.
And it's delicious.
You know who eats a bunch of weird meat? The lead singer of Red Hot Chili Peppers. I saw this interview with him. I think it was on like Joe Rogan or something. Funny enough, I was so intrigued by this meat situation. He eats just all this exotic meat and like only exotic meat and like really gamey, like strange animals and stuff. And he has like a meat supply, and I don't think he eats anything but that, if I'm remembering correctly.
Is it a diet thing or just like a rich
it's like a diet thing. He said he had all these problems before, like all these health things or something, and he just started eating like all this weird meat, and he's never felt better. He feels alive and virile, and
so a little bit of a liver king kind of thing there.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And we had a nice talk about that guy, you know.
Yeah.
The most obvious steroid user of all time, saying he's not. Yeah, like isn't it weird when things like get so popular that it's like, guys, it's good, but don't go that far with it. Like, remember in like 2011, like internet was just like fucking bacon, and it's like, yeah, bacon's great, but like it's embarrassing how much you're playing into it. It's a nice side for breakfast, guys. Like, I don't even want to run my fillet.
Our good friend Harley made a whole goddamn lifestyle.
And I love Harley. Love him to death.
I love Harley, and I don't criticize for 1 nanosecond how he made his money. Go fucking joke about
I think
bacon.
he was in large part responsible for what Taylor's talking about, though. I think Harley changed the scope of bacon worldwide.
I feel like Harley saw the bacon thing and personally ramped it up to levels it wouldn't have hit without him, but it was there without him to some extent too.
16 anners of bacon.
I think you're right.
and it's cool and everything, but I'm with Taylor. Bacon's fine.
A good slice like of hearty bacon with breakfast, man, this is a nice little thing to have with my eggs. Like, it's nice. But
are you saying it's overrated?
It's people overrate stuff that's already great. Like, I bet it actually genuinely is. Like, it actually is healthy as shit to eat liver. It's nutrient dense. Like, it's good for you. But is it turning you into the liver king? Like, no. Like, it's gonna be like don't oversell it. Just be like, it's healthy, and it makes you feel better when you eat things that are healthy. Like,
I don't know if you should be eating all that liver, man. That seems like I don't trust organ meats. I don't.
You're not supposed to eat entire livers. You just have a little organ meat, dude. Chicken liver is great. It's delicious, fried up.
Yeah.
I think bacon is pretty wonderful, but it's rare that I've had good bacon. The only good bacon I've ever had is bacon that I've made. I like it really crispy. I want it to break when I bite it. If I have to like tear it away like jerky, that's not bacon. You weren't done cooking yet.
I need to hold the very end of it, and if it bends, it's not done.
Yeah. It should. I would prefer it blacker, more on the blackened side than on the greasy, floppy, like clearly unrendered fat side, like chewy shit.
Yeah, the unrendered fat.
That's good bacon to me. If I can just.
What is unrendered fat? I don't think this is a term I'm not familiar with.
So rendering fat is when you melt the fat. It's a big part of cooking, and if the fat is still white, in a lot of cases, like on a steak or something, then that's unrendered fat. It's a sign that you did not achieve the internal temperature that's required to eat this.
Can bacon be microwaved well, or is microwave bacon always shit?
So we used microwave bacon in our epic mealtime video. The one he did at my at my house, just for expediency, and because I had one oven, and we didn't have like we had one oven, and it was not going to happen. So we bought a bunch. It was awful. It was real floppy. It tasted closer. It was more like a dog treat, I thought. Than it looked really processed. Like all the pieces looked the same, and bacon should be this not very uniform thing. I like when one end of it's super wide and the other end of it's super narrow, because they started with a pig and they did the best they could.
Yeah.
You know, I like that rather than these identical, almost like Lego pieces of microwavable bacon. So that shit's gross. But yeah, bacon, most of the bacon that I've ever bought anywhere was gross. But if you bake bacon in the right tray in the right oven, it's fucking great.
That is true. Yeah, you have to bake it. Just like steaks. That's
what I would cannibalize. If I was going to eat a man, I would eat his his belly meat.
His
Yeah.
belly meat.
Yeah, I would take his belly meat and I would make a sort of a human bacon out of it. I would slice it just like bacon, like pork belly, if you will.
Mhm.
And then I would take the thumbs, I would want this big chunk of muscle here. And then you use the thumb
this before,
bone
clearly.
to snap it off. And now you've got this little drumette, right? Like a bit like a lamb shank almost. And you can have those wrapped in the belly fat.
What kind of person would you want? You don't want someone who's too lean, and you don't want a big, giant, fat person.
I think
someone who used to lift weights, but has absolutely let themselves go.
I would find myself a Pacific Islander who'd been eating a lot of pineapple and a lot of pig himself. That's a sweet meat, and so I think he would have a very high fat, sweet flesh. And one of those Pacific Islanders, a Samoan man, not like The Rock, like one of the real Samoans. He's a little chunky. That guy who sings "Somewhere over that huge fat
Israel,
guy. We go on. You fucking, if you cooked him in the ground like a pig, when you dug him up, oh my god!
Dude, I re-listened to that song and watched the music video at least like once every couple months because it's such a great song.
It's so good.
I almost laugh every time I see the part in the music video where to get a full profile shot of him standing, he has to be in a pool. Like to get him to be standing, he's in
buoyant.
The pool. And it's like if you need the buoyant effect of water to achieve, standing, you got problems. Like you know
what I do with that guy?
The ukulele down and get to stepping.
Strap the pads on him, put him in goal. He's perfect.
Hey, they did an experiment on that on YouTube. Didn't pan out. Yeah, they took a sumo wrestler and strapped NHL pads on him, and then they shot on him, and it was obviously people who didn't know anything about hockey because they put the wrong pads on the wrong side of his legs. But it just reaffirmed what like people who play hockey know, like you couldn't track it with your eyes unless you'd practiced. So the sumo wrestler was there just like not moving as the shots went in.
They
like
should have gone bigger.